with the Case IH Quadtrac 2013 by VR Power Bauer Simon on Farming Simulator 22s for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on the Georgia Farms map for this test and demonstration review of this tractor. Large tractor, 17.44 megabytes to download, 35 slots on console. We'll find it under large tractors. And here it is. Yes, it is quite similar to the base game one, but it is different in a number of ways. This being the 2013 model, as I see it here, $280,000 to purchase, so quite reasonable starting price, much more than the other ones. 525 to 692 horsepower, power shift transmission, 1,230 liters of fuel capacity, 24 mile per hour top speed, 29.4 tons. So, engine configurations or engine setup. We have 525, 560, 613, 648, 692. So 692 is going to be, and then we have the CVT versions of all of those. So we have actually quite a number of options. $119,500 for the 692 horsepower CVT, and 109, so an extra 10 grand for the CVT if you want to go that route. I found that the manual transmission actually works quite well, but if you prefer the CVT, that's all right too, depending on what you're using it for, really. Execution, please no. Well, sorry, that means, I guess that means what kind of execution would you prefer? Would you prefer a US configured execution or a EU configuration execution? Oddly enough, US is 5 grand. So, beacons. We start out with none or new. Right one, left one, right and left one, 2. And so we have a LED style or an incandescent style or standard style if you wish. Let's see, $600 for the most expensive one. License plate. Not sure 1 or 2. I guess 2 plates means front and rear? Yes. Front and rear, so you either have the rear or both, basically. We have a hitch or we have a 3-point. $27,500 for the rear linkage. So, all decked out. Let's see, color choices. We have reds, 5 grand for the new. 5 grand for the new red. Interesting. Black, 5 grand, or we can go with a, which looks like to me, a New Holland blue for some reason. And then for 5 grand, yes. And then interior seats, we have all the same choices there, except we have an added silver or gray at no extra charge. And then license plates. Right, so not a ton of options, no tread options. So fairly simple, although the final price of all those actually gets up there quite quickly if you want the super duper powerful model. Now these are all the manual, these both, one's a base model and this one is the souped up model. Interior, so we have lots of stuff going on here. They actually, the monitors and stuff actually do something. At least they show numbers moving around, which is yes. Other than that, if you're on PC, they mean more. There's more meaning to all those things than than it is on console. Right. So As you can see, I have the manual transmission, but it does work quite well. I have no complaints, and handling is actually quite nice, especially for a tracked. For some reason, I got to sneeze. Oh, pardon me. I'm sure you didn't want to hear that. So, all right. Yes, as I was saying, handles quite well. Now, options: L1 and right stick up and down. Swivels your seat inside. Okay. R1, right stick is your left door, and up and down is your up and down is your left door, right and left is that right window, kind of a more of a vent than a door. I guess it's a window. Right, L1 and R1, we have right stick, left and right. Oh, that's inside here. So left and right, you have a front shade, and you have a rear shade in case the sun's, you know, getting in your eyes and you want a little extra shade. And that's it. We have our beacons and lights, signals. This is the US version, so that's the signals. You see the signals on the stalks and on the roof. Right, so if we just bounce over here, we don't have any beacons. This is the European setup, as you can see, so still lights and so forth. Nothing really, I would say nothing significantly different with the lower horsepower version. It's just, of course, I didn't put any of the options or anything on this one, so it is a very capable tractor, even with the without the high horsepower engine, for the 525 horsepower. But let's test. Oops, wrong end. So there's not a whole lot base game that can really test 620 horsepower. But I thought I would do this because it was somewhat complex with all the moving parts. And it would be, I would say, similar to a Bourgault seeder in a way. So, and it's fairly horsepower hungry. And it's got a lot of little trailing bits. So this is what it looks like when it's turning around. We'll just show you its little process with the worker that is turning around. If you're doing it yourself, obviously you're at your own risk. But with the worker, as you can see, he's actually quite efficient in turning around. Lines up very nicely. No backing or forwarding, it's just lines right up and away he goes. So I'm quite impressed. Not even a little bit of an adjustment or anything, away it goes. Now, depending on the implement, sometimes some equipment might not be quite as, shall we say, precise. For example, this large cultivator here, we'll just show you this. Something I noticed testing this one, and we'll just show you it turning around. He was quite efficient in pulling it without any problems or anything. I'm sure you could pull stuff quite a bit heavier without problems. These things seem quite powerful. And so, as you see, this one does a little backup thing, but not a lot, and seems to find his spot right away that he likes, or she. But I did notice, as you can see here, a little bit of overlap. Now this is the base game cultivator, disc harrow, and a little, not a ton of overlap. It's not egregious. So results may vary depending on what you are, what kind of equipment you're pulling with a worker. But there you have it. Nice, I like it. I have no complaints about it at all, actually. And everything seems to work as it should. The Case IH Quadtrac 2013 by VR Power Bauer Simon on Farming Simulator 22. Thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game, so till the next one, bye for now.